Hey everyone, and welcome to another speed building video. I just did a voiceover for this and then it screwed up somehow and I messed it up. But that's fine. I generally mess up. So what's new? Um, so this is just a small build, one bedroom modern home. I based it on a image I saw that I will share the link of below. It's not entirely like that, but it's based off it. I quite like how it turned out, and I quite like the build the house it's based on as well, so obviously that's why I based it on it. But, um, but yes, this is the build. What am I saying? But here because it's a small space and because there's so much of it that's on an angle, trying to work out the floor plan was quite difficult. I did get there eventually, but what it's like at the moment, it does not stay at all. Yeah, I just but and what it looks like at the moment, I mean, actually, there's no wallpaper on there at the moment, so forget that. No wall paint. Windows change, floor plan changes. Basically, from what it is at the moment, that core shape is there, but not much of anything else. Trying to work out actually what the exterior walls would look like was quite difficult actually. Like, I don't know, sometimes when you build you find the right wallpaper and it's right and you've got it there and it's fine. But this time it was quite difficult to choose what I wanted. I did get there in the end and I'm quite happy with how it turned out in the end, but yeah, it just took me a while to figure out what I really wanted in it. But all in all, this build took me about an hour. So it's on 4x speed. And I did it all at once, basically, because I was just in the flow of building it. I was like, yeah, this is great. I'm loving this. This is fun. Yeah. And then trying to do roofing there angles like that, and then trying to fit the triangle pieces which are quite small, which it's good because then you can fit them anywhere. But I wish they had the bigger triangle room pieces as well. Just to make it a bit easier sometimes. But and so the house sits right near the back of the lot. So there wasn't really anything that I did to the back of it. It's all pretty bland at the back, but I mean, you're not going to be looking at that, are you? That wallpaper that's in that sort of the front porch area, it doesn't stay. I changed it eventually, but it's not till near the end of the build that I do change it. But yeah, and here I think I'm finally changing the floor plan, which was, yeah, there's not a lot of space in this build. If I used a lot more of move objects on, I probably could have fit in more, but I like to use move objects on a little bit, but not a lot. Like, if I did one of those really tiny homes, I'd probably use it a lot, like you have to. But for this one, I could manage doing it without, so I did, like, mostly I use it to put things in certain places, basically. But yeah, here we are. I'm moving all the windows around, just getting them right where I want them, because they should always be exactly where I want them to be. Of course, I don't know why I said it like that. But here we are working on the bedroom, which is a 4x5 bedroom. Basically, it was initially a 4x4, but that wasn't going to work if I wanted to fit in some drawers as well, or a wardrobe sort of thing, I guess. Initially I was going for a yellow theme in that room. It eventually changes. Yeah, you'll see, I suppose, as it changes, but yeah, so it was going to be a yellow feature wall and panelling, changes to an orange feature wall and panelling. So, not a lot different, but just that little bit of change make it, what I really wanted, I guess. Is it what I really want? I don't know. But I spend a lot of time second guessing everything, and also getting bored. I'll have a house for my Sims for a short amount of time and be like, no, this house is wrong, I need to change everything. I often don't because I'm lazy, and I can only build when I'm in the right building mood. And anyway, so for this room, I changed the lights to those sorts of lights. They looked right for the room. They don't give off a lot of light, but if you download it, you could either change the lights if you prefer having a bit more lighting, or use some of the debug lights, which I probably could have put in there, but I didn't think about it until now. If I was gonna play a sim in this household, I'd put some debug lights in there, so I still keep the look of those lights, but actually can see what I'm doing. Which, to be fair, in the bedroom wouldn't be much, so who cares? I care apparently, and other people might. The bathroom is quite narrow, so, but it's fine. It works. I like it. It's quite small. I mean, you've got one sim living there, and they're not gonna need a lot of space, so that's all right. Changing mirrors around, I guess. Not gonna need a lot of space, and it's a small bed space, so it's a small house. Just gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know. I'm just saying things at this point in time. I don't think I'm making sense, but that's fine. Got a small 4x4 kitchen, which is fine because if you've only got one person living here, who cares if it's a tiny kitchen? It's a tiny everything. It's not a very big house. I don't know why I was having so much trouble trying to figure out those island counters. It's not a difficult thing to figure out. Brain fog. Can I blame it on brain fog? If you don't know what brain fog is, that's a term that a lot of people who have certain chronic illnesses use, because sometimes you get fatigued or whatever, and your mind goes, you can't think or can't talk properly. It wasn't brain fog because I didn't have it. If I had brain fog at the time, I wouldn't have been building. Gosh. But yeah, changing the counters, the colours, having a bit of colour, because there's someone who likes a splash of colour rather than using monochrome. There's nothing with having monochrome stuff, but this person who lives there likes colour, I guess. And if you want it monochrome, you can easily change it. Like, I can't stop you from doing whatever you do if you download this house. Like, do whatever. I can't stop you. Oh. Oh. Don't mind my yawns. Now we're going into the small living room space. That couch changes colour eventually. I hardly ever stick with what I initially put down. I'll be like, yeah, this works, and I'll be like, no, this is all wrong, change everything. Which is alright. I really wanted to have an accent chair in the living space though, so even though that chair eventually changes, there's still an accent chair, which you'll see. That coffee table, not tail, with the grass underneath, I love it. It's just such a, I don't know, there's something about that. I love it's the outdoors, it's inside, it's cool, it's like, yeah, I want a coffee table like that. If I had a need for a coffee table. I don't even have a, yeah. I can never find the rug I want to use. I'm always like, this one, no, this one, this one, this one. All the rugs are nice. And then I put that seat up there with that coffee table, the fire pit coffee table. Well, it's not a fire pit, but that one. It's a bit warm and it's got fire. I guess fire pit. I don't know what I'm saying. if you can hear a dog in the background barking, that's because that's one of the neighbour's dogs, and I'm not going to make it stop. Yeah, and here I'm working on the pathway up to the house, which I suppose could have moved over because it's not aligned with the door at all, but like, whatever, it doesn't have to be. And then I put in a little bit of a pool. It's not a big pool, it's a tiny pool. Probably no need for it, but I wanted to. And I had considered doing like the fountain and the pond sort of trick, but now I decided against it. It didn't really seem to fit. I did do a little bit of landscaping, but it was all like cacti and rocks basically because it is in Oasis Springs. Speaking of, this is built on the Nookstone lot, so when you go into a new game or whatever, there's a lot in Oasis Springs called Nookstone, which is 20 by 15. I bulldozed that house and built that there. So if you download this house and you want to put it on that same lot, that's the lot, or you can put it on any lot. You don't even have to put it on a 20 by 15 lot. Put it on the biggest lot and look at how tiny it is, because that would be weird. I don't know why you'd do that. And then yeah, the table outside, which I did change the table a bit, but yeah, there's it's al fresco seating, just to sound fancy. Maybe it's not that fancy saying al fresco, but you know, yeah, outdoor seating, for dining or what, and now we're going to put in some. Oh, I'm changing the living room, so that's an orange sofa, couch, whatever word you use for it. And then I used that chair with like the floral sort of thing that's black and white, which, but it does. I like it, I guess. I don't know. I was like really happy with this build, and now I'm going over it and I'm just like, I don't know. Second guessing everything. I need to stop doing that, but it's just how I am. I love that wall decal item, and it's a great thing to stick if you've got wallpaper changing. It's nice to put it there, so it kind of separates it a little bit. So yeah, I like using it for that. Curtains, I believe I used the sheer curtains in the bedroom, which I don't know why you would, because like that wouldn't block out any light. You'd be like, 6 a.m. Oh gosh, light, why? Kill me. No, but yeah, there's not a room that got curtains, some of the others, but you know, it's fine. I mean, I was like, living space is like all of those windows. You're not gonna put curtains there. You purposely got all those windows because you want the light coming in. Shoe rack, I put on a shoe rack because I put in a shoe rack in a lot of my builds, but I don't know why. Who knows? Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's me saying I want a shoe rack. It's my deepest desire. I'd look in the mirror of Erised and there would be a shoe rack of my own. Probably not. Oh, okay. And I'm checking all the decor items, making sure I have everything that I'm wanting. Yeah, just double checking. I should be soon that I'm changing. Oh yes, here I am. I'm changing it to black because I felt the black was better. I definitely prefer the black for that porch area. And then I'm putting in some lights for the area. I quite like those lights that came with City Living. I use a lot of City Living stuff, like in general and in this build, but also just like in general, a lot of the stuff that came with City Living is really great. It just is. But yeah, I quite like those lights. They're like, not only do they give off great light, but they look great even without giving off light, you know? Hot tub, I briefly entertained the thought and I was like, no. But a yoga mat, because maybe this sim that lives here is into yoga. I don't know. There's not a lot of space for activities, so a yoga mat's probably one of the only things that you can fit in there for them to skill with. But I mean, there's plenty of other places they can go get their skills if they want them, so that's fine. And yeah, Stereo, I wasn't sure how I was going to fit that in, but I managed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then the bookshelf, again, wasn't sure how I was going to fit that in, even with the wall shelf. But yeah, I don't think there's much left. No, I should be... Oh gosh, I don't know anymore. Yes, I put in those underneath the window. I like them, they're kind of cool. And I was going to try and put... Oh yes, and the rocks. Oh man, a bit more landscaping. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like a place that would have a lot of landscaping. And how the small amount it has works for this build. And then I put in some columns or pillars or whatever there. I put those lighted ones in the end, like I changed it to those light ones because I quite like those ones, and I feel like they work quite well for this build. And then I've considered putting a bit of a fence up around the roof, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I didn't. And here we are going into the pictures. So you can download this from the gallery. There will be a link down in the description, or my username is AnnelieseMB, no space. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!